Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to the Otaku Crypt. It is day 3 of my return to the Universal Century, where I'm watching all of the original timeline of Gundam in chronological order. So I am about 15 episodes in, so almost at the halfway point. And just pretty much what I want to talk about today was kind of themes of the show, really. First of all, we got through the first arc against the first of the Zabi family, who are the family who is in control of the Principality of Zeon, who are set up very clearly as the villains. Like, this is the first thing I want to talk about, is that in this one, it is very clear that the Zeon are the villains, because in other Gundam series, ambiguity is a big thing, having to do with that, where, the pilots of the Gundams aren't necessarily the good guys, where in this case, Amuro and the Federation are definitely made out to be the good guys, and the Zeon are definitely made out to be the bad guys. So we met the first of the Zabi family, which was Garma, who is your archetype of a spoiled rich kid. And he has, even though he makes a point of saying he doesn't want people thinking he got his position by being one of the Zabis, it's clear that's the case. And through this, we are starting to understand that Char is not just some sort of villain or a rival. He actually has ulterior motives which lead to the fall of Garma. And this is something that I do remember from the original show, and I will get back to it more because it really goes to show that Char is this amazing character in anime who needs to be remembered more than he is, I think. But also, I just notice that the time the show was made is really coming through in some of the imagery, and that when we see the Principality of Zeon, particularly when they're gathered en masse, they have that very communist dictatorship mentality, which, when I'm first watching it, it just feels like, oh man, we just need over-the-top villains who are reminiscent of, pretty much the Nazis, right? It always comes back to that. But I also had to stop and think, oh, this was made in 1979. This is in the middle of the Cold War. So, pretty much, the Zeons are pretty much a Russian, like a Soviet stand-in. I think that's what they were going for. It feels very much like it anyway, just the way that things are presented. But, so that just at least explains the look. But at the same time, the show is just getting more enjoyable. Like, you're actually caught up in the plot. Fight sequences are done amazingly well for the time. Like, the maneuvers that the robots will do is quite impressive for a show animated in like the start of the 80s. So honestly, I'm just enjoying watching the show, and I know certain parts are coming up, and I'm looking forward to just watching them. It's actually just fun to watch. And I encourage you guys to actually watch this show. If you haven't done so, and maybe if you're being, hesitant because it is so old, just try and suspend your disbelief for a little while, because this show actually, tackles certain moral issues, and is a great story about overcoming adversity, because this is all about a crew of kids who are piloting a spaceship. So, definitely watch along with me if you haven't already. Like I said, I'm about 15 episodes in, so you can definitely get caught up. I'll probably be watching, 5 or more tomorrow, depending if we hit, an arc that's really interesting, because I know around the middle of the show the action really starts to pick up, so I might start powering through them at that point. But yeah, pretty much all I had to say today. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Facebook for more of these updates. And if you're a Gundam fan, or you're watching along for the first time, definitely let me know what you think. Am I right in what I'm observing? Am I completely out of left field? Let me know, okay? Alright, see you tomorrow, guys.